Okay, I've made a Moho animation tutorial syllabus that I'll be working on for the next 3 months, 12 weeks. Each video is going to be 5 minutes in length per lesson, and my goal is to teach Moho from basics to more advanced rigging and animation techniques that I currently use when working. So the first week is going to be about more basics and interface. So for every 5 minutes we've got per video, I'm going to just go with what subject we have going on. And the first subject today is Introduction to Moho and what it can do. So we're going to overview the tools, the interface, and the workflow. So when you open your Moho interface, this is what you'll see. This is your interface, and so we go back to the beginning. So maybe project settings. You get this when you open. When you open, you've got your options of what resolution you want, screen resolution you want, or what export you want to have in the end. So when you planned it, you know exactly what you want. Lately, because of Instagram and social media, I've been using the vertical. So for my vertical videos, I have been changing my resolution to the 1920 and 1080p for my resolution. And this I usually leave like that. But if you want a different fill style, there's options on that. Fill style, there's options on that too. Sketchy, normal, none, but usually I'm on the normal layer styles. And focus distance, I don't use it a lot, but it's also interesting when you have the depth of field to some of your work if you want to have that. This I will leave at the basics. Noise grain, if you want noise grain, you can add some noise grain, 10, 5. Also pixelation, if you want to do pixelated animation, this is very useful for pixels. Maybe you want to make a game interface in pixel, or all the pixel art animations that is out there. This is a very good tool to use to add pixelation to your animation. And so usually you can also add this at the end when you've made your project, and then when you're rendering, you can come back and add pixelation to it. And also the noise grain, you can add it on the layers separately to each layer. It doesn't have to be the whole project file. And then you can save a default set. You can save the setting, I believe. You can save the defaults and then also restore to defaults if you want to go back to the basics. Okay. And so it shows this is my vertical project. And now we want to go into the files. This is like when you want to add a new file, new workspace. You might have a template that you save. Your recent project, save as, saving. Exporting previous versions. These are previous versions of Moho. Useful, like sometimes I have issues rendering some characters, and then if I go back to a previous version, it helps, and then that version actually is better than the latest version sometimes. I don't know why and how it happened. And then so project settings, we have project settings. This is when you want to import another project, more projects. You have other more projects like that, and you want to combine them and use that. More styles are set styles that are in here. When you want to import images, you can use this. Import image sequence, you can use this SVG file. That's for when you have like your AI file, you make your background or characters, and then you can save them as an SVG file. You can use this. Importing a whole video, you can use that. Tracing images, I'll have to research that. I haven't used tracing images before. Audio files, when you want to import audio files, OBJ 3D models. I don't work in 3D that much, but I believe you can import 3D objects and use them in Moho. And then there's a library full of stuff, assets, effects, characters, audio styles, props, etc. You can make your own props, and then you can save them in a library and then import them. And preview, this is when you want to preview your animation. You want to refresh your media, you can refresh and everything will update. Preview animation does a quick render at half frame and then exporting your animation. And then Moho Exporter, we'll touch on it later on when we're exporting a file. This is a useful way to export your videos. And then this is for gaming. So I've heard exporting files for games and etc. and stuff like that. I'll look into it deeper and I'll have something for you in later lessons and so forth. So that is the first little piece we've had. And our 5 minutes is pretty much up. So we will continue in the interface and I'll show you more things as we go across. So that is the rundown of the first tab, which is the file tab. And then in our next lesson, we'll look into the edit tab.